One of the brands that I haven't gotten to test through all my testing over the last few years is Badlands. And I want to give you a first look before the season starts at some of their items because I'm so excited about what I've seen from it. You know, with all the gear I test, and I test a tremendous amount of gear, it's very few times you get something, you get it in your hands and you say, oh, that's really nice. Well, when I got a hold of their Rise Pro stuff, and actually I have their Tour Pro jacket here as well, I said, wow, that's really nice stuff. So I'm going to go through some of the stuff I have here. I'm going to go through some of the pluses and minuses of it, things that I thought about it, fit stuff, you know, as far as how it fits and stuff. Of course, at the end of the season, once I get through testing it out in the woods, I'm going to have a full review on it. But this is my first look, first time taking a look at this stuff, what I think of it, and hopefully it'll help you make some buying decisions going into the season and help you out a little bit. So let's jump into this thing. If you don't know me, my name's Mike, the Everyday Bow Hunter, owner of ArcherHunting.com, and retired U.S. Army Green Beret. As I already said, I test a tremendous amount of gear. If you've seen my other videos, you've seen the website, go down the description below, you'll see all the different things that I've done, and I really get my hands on a lot of gear. So when you know, I can get a really good first impression from a lot of stuff. Of course, the things that I can't really test is, you know, how warm is it really? What's the durability actually in the field? You know, how's it stretch? How's it feel when I'm hiking and all those things? But out of the box, trying stuff on, getting it in my hands, testing out, kind of yanking on a little bit. I've really gotten a decent first look at this gear, and I hope it helps you out. So first off, what I'm wearing right now is the Rise Pro vest. All this stuff in the Rise Pro collection. I have the Rise Pro hoodie right here. I have the Rise Pro jacket right here. I have the Rise Pro pants here. And in addition, I have some of their shirts, but I also have their archer's gloves here, which I'll go over too. And I have the Tour Pro jacket, which is their new windproof soft shell. So anyway, we're going to go through this and talk about it. Each one of these items is basically 100% polyester fleece. So it's all polyester fleece, but from what I can tell, it's built real well. The exterior, all this stuff is very, very quiet. It is super soft and quiet on every single item. The one thing about the hoodie's a little stiffer, I would say. I don't know why, but the construction of it, it's a little stiffer. Each one of these is supposed to have Badlands wind weave technology in it, right? So it means that it's not 100% windproof, but it's very, very wind resistant. And it is highly water resistant with durable water resistant protection on it. Now, the Tour Pro jacket that I have here that I'll talk about a little later is 100% windproof. And it has some great mountain type features on it too. Or if anybody does any mountain hunting or if you hunt out west, features from that jacket will remind you of like the Jetstream jacket from Sitka, the whitetail catalyst stuff, or the new phase stuff from First Lite, things like that. So kind of along those lines, very, very similar to that stuff. Start off with the kind of Rise Pro hoodie. Like I said, it has like different temperature regulation stuff under the armpits here that you can see for breathing and thermoregulation there. So it's nice. It is a half zip, which I can tell you, putting this on, I said it has a little bit of stiffness to it, right? I found that this was a little stiff putting on. It's probably of the whole Rise Pro collection, we'll get into more positives here in a second, of the whole Rise Pro collection, this is probably my least favorite item because I had a hard time, even with the half zip fully open, I had a hard time getting it on and off. This is a large. I wear a large in everything, and I wear medium pants normally, so which I have here for everything for the Rise Pro collection, larges and medium pants. And this was the only item that did not fit great on me. I felt like it was a little tight, hard to get on and off. I would have preferred this in a full zip based on how it's constructed. Once it's on, it's great. I really, really liked it. And it's probably because I'm also kind of in between sizes. I'm 190 pounds, 5'8". I am kind of wider than I am tall. And because of that, sometimes I have a tweener on some of these items. So maybe an extra large would have been better for me in this. But anyway, A great piece of kit. The hood does not have a mask in it, but it is just a very well constructed hood. You can feel where it's going to give you that wind resistance up in the tree with that. So really good with that. And like I said, it's exceptionally quiet. Probably some of the quietest stuff that I've got my hands on as far as 100% polyester like this. So that's the Rise Pro hoodie. Now, the next item is the Rise Pro jacket. The Rise Pro jacket, in comparison to the hoodie, is a phenomenal piece of kit. I absolutely love this. This is so soft and comfortable. The polyester insulation in here is great. I would have preferred it to not be light like this, but when you're wearing it, you can't see it. So unless you have your jacket hanging open, you're not going to see this. But that's kind of a negative on this side. But you can see the polyester fleece in here. You got fleece, regular fleece insulation, then you have this other baffled fleece insulation here as well. One thing I didn't talk about with the hoodie is you do have the chest pockets here. So nice size chest pocket, actually a phone pocket thing in here, and actually a dummy cord in there for like your rangefinder or something as well. So you don't see that very often. So a nice feature. And you don't have a pocket on the other side, but what you do have is you have these outer chest pockets, which is a feature on a couple different jackets I've tested over the years, which I love. Put it on here. You see I put it up over the vest. I'm already burning up. So you have the regular pockets down here, right? Then you have, for like saddle hunters, or just if you have a safety harness on and you can't get in your pockets down here, you have that harness coming over here, put it over your jacket. You have these pockets up here you can put your hands in. So that's a really, really nice feature. One of the things I liked about like Duck Camp and Huntworth has that feature as well. So really nice with that. I like that a lot. Very, very comfortable. You can see the wrists here. It comes down pretty nice and jacket adjustable. Velcro with that. The pockets down here are zippered. But other than that, you got the great temperature regulation set up underneath the arms as well, helping with that. It just with the vest on and this right now, I am exceptionally warm. So, and I'm about 67 degree basement here. But the Rise Pro jacket to me is a fantastic mid-season option, just based on my initial feel, getting this on and feeling it, how it feels, and the comfort and the quietness of it, how quiet it is. That is an exceptional jacket in comparison to a lot of things I wore. Now, we talk about the vest here. You have the chest pocket like you did on the other items, and you have your regular pockets here. Really no frills after that. It really gives you that thin fleece, additional warmth. So you put this over like a lighter shirt or whatever, or even a thicker. You could put this over the hoodie here as well. You could put it over top of that and have that, and then put the outer jacket on over top of it, and you would have a multi-layer system from hell that's going to keep you exceptionally warm in mid-season, where you can just layer and have all these options to layer with. So really, really excellent on that. This is this reminds me of the Jetstream vest, or like the core warmth vest from ASIO. So it's really, really nice. Thin enough just to take that, in that mid-season cold, take it off of you. It's really nice. And as a layering item, I can, just having it on right now with the t-shirt, I can feel how warm it is. So it has really got an additional added warmth to it. I don't know if I would jump on the vest unless I was looking specifically at the layering system that I just talked about. Other than that, because of how thin it is, I go for more of a heavier vest setup later in the season and don't use vests earlier, but that is, everybody has a different setup for that. Now, the Rise Pro Pant, much like the jacket, has, and it kind of reminds me more of the hoodie now, with how much it's like thicker and kind of tougher it is. It's kind of tougher. If I really scratch on it, it can get tougher, but when I rub on it, see how quiet it is? The pants are tough like that. It's got a really, really hardy, tough feel. I don't, there is some stretch in there. There is some stretch, so that's good. Good that there is some stretch in the pants. The pocket setup on the pant is kind of unique. You have a regular open pockets here. You got a knife pocket here. Then you get down into the cargo pocket. It is a single snap pocket. It's sewn together on the back side here of the cargo pocket, right? You see it here, right? The back side is sewn, right? Sewn down. You only have one snap, and it's a soft snap. And if you ever hear me talk about soft snaps, it allows it to be, it's buffered, so it allows it to be exceptionally quiet when you snap it. When you snap it, there's nothing, no sound. So it's outstanding as far as that goes. You have it where you can only get in the pocket there, where it's sewn together here. Snap it, but then you have a, line it up. Then you have a zippered pocket here that goes in with it. So you can see how that's set up there with the pant. Now on the back side of the pants, you have a waterproof seat, right, and zippered pockets. Both rear pockets are zippered on the back. The thing that I think is missing from the pants is I would like to have seen zip vents on the sides of it. That'd have been great. I'd love to see zip vents on it, and I'd like to see a little bit of that that rubberized coating on the inside of the waistband to help keep your pants from falling down. To me, that's a big thing. When you're talking about, mid-season pants that are a little bit heavier, could fall down. It does have good belt loops on it, so you can wear a good belt with it. But that's really, and see the other side pocket has the same setup with the same kind of knife setup there on it. So nice setup there. And you can see the reinforcement on the pants. On the back side of the pants, you have this reinforcement on the bottom too. Very thick. You can see the fleece insulation, the polyester fleece insulation on the inside of it for that mid-season warmth. The same as like your hoodie and your jacket. So a nice mid-season warm pant. Not something that you can, obviously, when I tried this on, the medium fit me very well. And I can see that I could actually layer underneath there with, my mesh and other merino base layers to go underneath that. So that is the base right there. Now we talk about the other item I got here, which is the Tour Pro Jacket. The Tour Pro Jacket is a 100% windproof mountain jacket. This is your shell. This is your outer shell for when you want to go to your stand. You don't want to have a ton of layers on. You have your layers in your pack, and you want the elements off of you, want the wind off of you, and you also want to be able to vent out because you get hot. So when you're going in, you might heat up a little bit, and then it has the ability here. It has zip vents or open up in your armpits. So exactly what any kind of climbers and hikers that do long distance stuff in the mountains do. They all have a jacket just like this, a shell. You wear, and the hood's got a great rigid hood to it, so it can help with over top of your hat and stuff to sit very well and not collapse on you. So it seems like really good with that. It's not a super thick jacket. That Rise Pro jacket is definitely thicker than this. You can see here. But you can put it up over this. So if you have all those other layers and you want to layer with this even over top of those layers, I highly recommend getting possibly sizing up on it. Right now, this is a large over top of that. If I had those other layers on top of there, I think I'd probably need to size up, from being that I'm a kind of tweener for large and extra large. So I would definitely size up in this based on what I'm feeling now. It is probably, it's definitely not as quiet as the Rise Pro stuff, but it's a windproof shell. Reminds me of the Jetstream from Sitka, the whitetail catalyst from Sitka, as I talked about with some other stuff. It is just very similar to how quiet it is, and everything is very similar to those as well. Actually, this might be a little bit quieter than the Jetstream. So a really nice setup that's going to allow you to, obviously, to vent out when you need to, get that opened up when you're out there hiking and get some airflow in there, but also have the protection that you need from the elements when you're really out there in bad weather. It's not waterproof, but it's highly water resistant with the durable water resistant protection. So a nice setup. And I hope you heard all that because my microphone was covered. Now, the last item I'm going to talk about is the archer's gloves. And I think these are fantastic gloves. Just putting on, they have like a neoprene cuff and some neoprene in the base of the glove for that kind of that waterproof element to it, but also comfort of how it fits on you, right? You get it on, and the glove itself has where you can drop your thumb off, and it has a little keeper here. You put the keeper in, and you keep your thumb back. You can do the same for your pointer. You want to be up in the stand, and you have your gloves on, and you want to have your fingers free for your release, whatever you can. You want to have the other one where it's completely covered, and you don't have to worry about it. Go back. I'm going to go with, we're now going to leave the tree. I'm going to go and put this on, and I cover it up, put it on, and there I go. I can see the fit on these kind of being a problem over time, but as far as the overall construction with this neoprene in here and the ability to flex and kind of like that leather backer here on the back side for protection of the glove, it is it's a unique archery glove that I look forward to testing through the season and let you know how it works out for me by the end. So another nice piece. But other than that, I had their Cool Touch shirt here. Actually has the cool, cooling minerals in it. So when you put it up, it actually keeps you cool. So I'll be testing this out here in early season, and they're 150, haven't got the tags off. They're 150 gram merino top as well to add to my layering. So well, there you go, guys. A first look at the Badlands Rise Pro Collection and the Tour Pro Windproof Jacket on top of that, and the archer's gloves. So all that together, take everything. Have any questions for me, put it down below. I'm obviously going to do the review for this stuff throughout the season, see how it holds up, see what the durability is like, see what it's like after washing it, what time or two, how everything is then once you get used to it a little bit, see how it breaks down, and see what we have at the end of the season. If you want to see all that, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we do more videos. And that's really all I have. So until then, I will see you next time.